All right, so let's go with that for now. All right, so let's try this, see how this works. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. And we are in the process of slowly moving our materials over to the new ship. We've made a few updates to it, and we'll walk you through that here in just a moment. This thing keeps pulling ice out. Alright, so I think what we're ready to do... Have you stop using the conveyor system, thank you. And we're going to say ice, can I get... let's get 50k of that back that way. Over our local inventory. I'm sitting here like, man, I keep moving ice and it's not going down. What the hell? Oh, alrighty then. Thank you. There we go. That's finally empty. Alright, so we've got a lot of stuff to get done today. Let me walk you through what we've done thus far. Get those recharged really quick. Alright, so what have we done? Well, we've added an area that we're going to have more retro thrust. We're going to actually have a thruster over there as well. So we'll have 5 braking thrusters in here. We're adding a couple of lift thrusters. Now, I don't have all the materials for these yet. We're going to have to go get some. But we are adding a lot of like lift thrust. We've got a second propulsion thrust, some vertical controls. Now, one of the things that I am doing is I'm planning on for a future expansion, which we're going to actually work on probably a little bit today. This is actually going to feed into the upper. We're going to have an upper area here where we'll have our farms and such. So we'll actually have things like our planters and things like that, so we'll be able to grow food supply. The other thing that I want to do is I want to basically grab that solar array and attach it to this ship. Not sure where we're going to put it yet, but I do think what we're going to do is we're going to build this upper area for the farms, and we will have an access hatch in here so that we'll be able to get up in there. But I do want to have something a little bit longer term for survivability. Now, this beast, yeah, we don't have the parts for that right now. We're going to have to deal with that at some point in the near future, but for now, we're going to leave it as it is. So, we did get this entire area pressurized. It was, the problems that I was having was twofold. One, I didn't have ice in the O2 generator, so it wasn't pressurizing. When we did put ice in there, it still wasn't pressurizing, and basically we had an issue where it was leaking out the back here. So what I've done is on the aft portion, where the large reactor used to be, let me go grab a little bit of power really quick, and we can show you external. So where we used to have the large reactor, I've gone ahead and basically blocked off. And now we have conduit, the conveyor piping, joining the two halves of the ship. So what that will allow us to do is to give us an area that, if and when we're ready to do so, we'll be able to upgrade by removing the small thrusters, or even leaving the small thrusters and putting a large thruster in. With the system that we have as far as hydrogen storage is concerned, we have more than enough fuel to justify a large thruster. One of the things that I would like to do long term is potentially make this thing atmospheric capable, which means we'll have to basically increase the number of thrusters on this beast, and we'll probably have to put at least 1 or 2 large thrusters on it. So what I'm thinking is since we have those conveyor junctions down here, the conveyor connections on the bottom of the inventory blocks, I'm thinking to put in the pipe junctions, the six-way pipe junction, and then maybe attaching in the middle there, in between the two cargo pods, like one or two large hydrogen thrusters. That way, if we get to the point where we're on a planet, we'll be able to land this thing somewhat safely. Hopefully. I may even put a couple of parachute blocks on this thing, just in case. I'll probably put like 6 of them on here, maybe 4 to 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah, probably end up with 6, like 3 on either side, or 2 on either side and 2 in the middle. Basically just trying to keep this thing from completely destroying itself if it does have to go into an atmosphere. Now, one of the things that we are working on is that we're putting in the solar panels on the other underside of the hydrogen. Basically, we had a lot of extra room down there. Since there's no weapons on this side, I figured we'd go ahead and put them here. Because if I put them on this side, then we're going to be blocking that missile launcher from firing backwards. And I really don't want to do that. I'm going to give us as much of a fighting chance as possible. So, all right. So that's basically where we are now. We have all of our hydrogen, or all of our oxygen refilled. Let's go over here for a second. Go into our, we're going to come down to this one. Refill all of those. How are we doing for food and water? We're doing okay for food. We'll go ahead and grab the water. Now, I don't remember if I put a kitchen up here. I don't think I've put a kitchen up here yet. Let's see here. Alright, so in the cockpit, or in the control seat, we've moved over some supplies. We need to go grab the rest of this stuff out, and I think I'm going to grab the most of the emergency rations and water out of there. I'm definitely going to pull the water. But we don't have food production on board yet, so that's why I'm needing to get that done as soon as possible. Now, what I am thinking of doing, let's go ahead, close that up, is up here. So this is where it would patch into the lower area. And so I was thinking we could possibly use the hatches. So what we'd have is basically probably a full hatch. So it'll be something like that. But I had been thinking half hatch because, let's go here and I'll show you. There we go. Because if we do this, I don't know if we have, I honestly don't know if we have the parts for this. Actually, let's go this way. But we're going to try, see how this works out for us. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and bring the solar panels online. So the only thing that this should be picking up is solar panels. We just want to get these online so we can keep our power generation going. Need to make sure that we have everything running. I'll finish welding these up shortly. Like I said, we're really just trying to bring these online. There we go. And you can then come up here. I turned off conveyors for a bit so that it would stop pulling ice. Okay. That can pull ice again. And And see if we have... We actually have a surprising number of parts for that. Okay. And... oh, let's see here. Let me drop that. We've got some more power cells. We've got a few reactor components. So basically we ground a bunch of things down, salvage the parts from it, and we're hopefully... okay, I need to finish moving that over here. Hopefully be able to get most of this done today. Now I do need to grab that iron. Actually, let's grab all of those first. Ah, crap. I need to turn off those. Alright, so the other assemblers. Let's go in the control panel really quick. And that one, we're going to turn all of those off. Because quit you son of a... Alright. See, they're actually turned off. Why are they... what is going on with these guys? Turned off, please. You're off, you're off, you're off. Okay, everybody's off this time. So if we do that... and... there you go. Okay. Hey, Jago, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. So basically, yeah, we're just producing the goods that we need in order to get things done. And I am almost out of oxygen. So we need to go refill these really quick. And we definitely need to get to a point where we can get our suit repaired. I think that if we can get to an active station, we might be able to. What I'm probably going to have to do is I'm probably going to have to actually build a true med bay so that we'll be able to switch into a better suit. Basically something that doesn't keep trying to kill us. Happy Not Monday. Very true, very true. Happy Not Monday. Okay, so all of our components were withdrawn, which is good. So now we can get this thing welded up. Interesting that the hatch doesn't start closed. I'm actually surprised by that. Alright, so if we take this out, I think we'll be able to take all of these out now. Alright, and then that is going to go there. We're basically going to have this come up like so. And you are going to come out. I know we spent all that time getting all of these things welded up and everything, and now we're taking it all out. But we knew that was going to happen because I said early on that I was expecting this to, yeah, switch to a better suit. Yeah, basically switch to a suit that's actually working is my long-term goal here. All right. Okay. And let me know if you guys see any problems. For those who aren't here on all of the live streams, we've been having some problems with my ISP lately. And I've been working with them, trying to get things sorted out so that they work appropriately. Hopefully, they are now working the way they're supposed to be working. Let's see here. How am I going to do this? I think we're going to go... Let's take you, and we're going to do an interior plate. Of course I do, because why wouldn't I? But yeah, so let me know if anything comes up.
Energy low.
What am I doing? I actually have a mod installed. Well, I shouldn't say mod installed. It's a code change that I did to the suit configuration. So normally the suit consumes 0.067 units of oxygen, right? That's its oxygen consumption ratio. And I've got it set to 3.0. So if we get to the point where we can change out our suit, then we'll be in a pretty good situation. And I think, all right, so that's going to be soy, wheat, probably the tree here. I mean, we could even have it pointing back that way, which would be something like this. So we could do something like that. I guess I could have left the beam there then. And we'll have the tree pointing back this way. That'll go there. Oh, crap. Okay. So now we have to go O2 very quickly. This one. I just realized all of my oxygen tanks were empty. I was like, oh. So it is something that changes in the game configs. And what I want to do is I'm going to try and get the scenario system working with it, which in theory should allow me to use custom configs. Sorry, I'm distracted here while I'm counting this stuff. But yeah, so basically what's going to happen is if I can get the custom scenario system to support it, what we'll do is we'll have it released so that you'll be able to play with the system having the new config, and it won't override your global settings. Because right now what it does is it changes your global settings, and because it's the only way I've been able to get it to work. But I don't want it to do that for the average player. I want it to be something that's only when you're playing through the scenario, not every other time rather. And then I think for here we're going to go, let's just do these. Really? And then we can still use that for something else. But yeah, so it is a hard change in the system. So for the farms, let's get the door out. I need to get the farming tiles. And I'm thinking for most of these, like for the growers and such, I think we're just going to go ahead and put those like that. Probably put a composter here. We'll have herb grower there. And what have we got? Soy and wheat, right? Vegetable grower. And then the apple tree is basically going to be pointed that direction. Yeah, so that actually does need to come out. Okay. Now what we're going to do is conveyor there, conveyor there. And then that means this has to come out. And this will have to come out. Because I won't be able to close this off otherwise. Of course, I could say that. And then we do that. And that. And that. And then what we'll do is we'll have windows stuck to the outside of this. So we end up with that. And that. And we'll do the same over here and then on the top as well. I may actually do the walkway, or the
Energy low.
these guys. I may do these up here, the half windows, because then we can say, do I want to do something like this maybe? We'll do the same on this side. And then for here, I think what we'll do is we'll have these guys do something like that, and we'll flip them on this side. And hey, even when you're worried about survival, greebling should always be a thing. Let's go that way with them. Alright. Alright, so that means, how many plates do I have on me? I've got a bunch of plates, okay. Ah, crap. Come on, let me in.
Your health is low.
Then, oh, that was close. That was so close. Alright. Let's get our power and health back. Oh. Yeah, so what I would like to do, like I was saying, what I would like to do ultimately is have the scenario set up. One of the things I'd also like to do is to release the suit as a modded suit, so that if you wanted to just use the suit, you could, or if you want to do the full-on scenario, you can. Basically, like they did with the modified suit that doesn't have tanks, like there's a suit that has no tanks and no hydrogen. Basically, they took it and removed the helmet from it. So 1, 2, 5, 6. So go ahead and start welding this stuff up. Realistically, I probably should just go ahead and weld up the exterior portion, the exterior pieces. is what it is, I guess, right? Just let it grab the rest of the stuff. Alright. Because once all of this is welded up, we're going to have to weld the windows and such up so we can get it airtight, which is fine. Just waiting for it to finish. So we've moved pretty much all of our production over to this ship now, so it's a little bit slower than it was because we only have the one assembler on board here, 2 assemblers on board. And I think only one of them is working right now. I think the other one still needs to be welded up. The other one might be working too, I don't remember. That's conveyor, that's assembler. No, both the assemblers should be working. You guys should be working in tandem, actually. Turn cooperative mode on. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish getting this stuff welded up. And get the last little bit of this stuff in. Alright. So the motors are going to be the big problem. I'm not sure we have the nickel for those. 150 nickel. Go ahead and move those over. Move that around. We'll check here in a second if we have the nickel for it. Alright. So the idea here is that we'll be... Hi. Are you... So, be able to come up here. Have to get the gravity set up so that it's actually set up here. Let's get that welded up. These will need to be welded up. The windows will need to be welded up. And then we should be okay at that point. So once we have everything welded up, we'll have the tree up here. So basically all of our food production will be in. Actually, before I forget, I need to do... I need interior plates. Let me grab interior plates really quick. Do we actually... Come on. Okay. This Leaky O2 suit, man. Whew. It's going to be the death of me yet. It's already killed me a couple of times. Right. Oh, interior plates. That's why it's like, I need interior plates. And you are over in the other cargo, which means I need to move all of that over here too. Okay. Let's go grab stuff out of the other cargo. It's actually an easy jump here. So go into we're gonna move this over, move those over. And we can drop this down here. Go ahead and move all that stuff over here. And we're going to just rinse and repeat this. Actually, I can just do it from here. So it's like this kind of stuff is all stuff we can drop. I mean, I guess I could just do that. And up here, because the auto pull does not like to go across grids anymore. All right. That welded up. Yeah, like I said, I'm really more worried about just getting the things that absolutely positively need to be welded up done, so that we can get it airtight, and then we can worry about the things like the growing systems and stuff separately. Mostly done. Alright, so means we can then pull those. Basically just trying to pull the stuff that I absolutely positively need right now. Windows. You know what? We're just going to drop it all down here until we get everything sorted out. All right. Let's just go ahead and get that done. I just have to remember anytime I touch inventory, basically go back in and make sure we've got it all set up. That's going to come over. That's going to come over. These are going to come over. Eventually that's going to come over as well. But what I need to do is to get all of the, to get this stuff set up and get a connector in so I can actually get our full inventories tied together. It would make things a lot easier. Alright, so that's on the local. Just checking to see if there's, go ahead and pull those, we can pull those, pull that. This is all stuff local. Algae meat. We'll pull the, oh, I'm gonna have to make an algae farm too. I forgot about that. Okay. Let's see. Lots of tanks. Pull the mushroom farm stuff. Yeah, a good modeled suit, or a good suit to base work off of, is the suit that has the no helmet. There's actually a suit available on the workshop that removes oxygen and hydrogen. And that's actually a really well done suit. So Mad Maven's no oxygen challenge, the series that he's doing, that's actually using the no helmet mod suit. So there's a in the suit configurations, you can set like what the consumption rates are, if it requires oxygen or not, that kind of stuff. Okay, so while we're here, we look like we have pulled everything we need for the initial stuff, at least. We'll have to go in and finish this welding, but that's okay. I'm not too fussed about that. Yeah, no worries. All right, so okay, our build planner is clear. You just need construction components and motors. I mean, realistically, I shouldn't have to pull all of those. I should be able to get away with, let's go ahead, we'll pop those out. 2, 3, 4, need 4 of those, and then just, we'll grab all of the stuff we can for those windows. Basically, I want to make sure we get the windows welded up first. We're 1 unit shy. Alright, so let's go ahead and get what couldn't be put into production. Did you go to this damn survival kit? Seriously? Son of a bitch. I swear, man. Space engineers. Alright. Alright, so what do we need? We need 11, 50, 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, so say 400. So we'll do that. And yeah, that should work, right? Steel plates, bulletproof glass, okay. Do I have plates? Can you find the parts to make a rudimentary lathe? Okay. Production. And I've got plenty of iron. I am not worried about that. Like I said, I'm really just concerned with getting most of the basic stuff in place. So we can make this whole thing airtight, and then we can get the rest of it welded up. Yeah, that'd be a fun scenario. I've seen a couple of people do things similar to that. But it's basically they make straight up full on scenarios for it. Unfortunately, the scenarios don't tend to last that long. But okay. You need motors and construction components. But basically, the scenarios that people do like that, I see people play them, and then it's like, this is a little too hardcore. But it's all good. Let's see here. Alright, let's get some power back in here. Let's see if we can get this up and running. Yeah, so once we get this running, we're basically done with this station. At that point, it's just going to be breaking stuff down and trying to get the resources together in order to, you know, get out and do what we need to do. I need to grab that stuff. Alright, so... Alright. in here. Okay. And construction components. I don't know. Just basically need to wait for things to finish in the assembler here. Alright, so it looks like we've pulled alright, so I need to change my gravity generator. Check our production really quick. Still making glass. Alright, why do I have a feeling something like one of the survival kits is producing crap for us? Alright, you know what? I'm fine. Yep, let it go. Alright. So it's just steel plates. Really? That'd be nice if it needs everything. Okay. Alright, so let's flip the script on here a little bit. Crank a few of those out. I don't think I need many of these. I think we're actually fine on these. I just want to get like 10 or 15 of them done. And then that way we can get the next tasks going here. Alright, so yeah, it's just steel plates that we're really waiting on for this group. Okay, so I have a feeling I need to go. Let's head out here so I can go pull stuff off the other grid, because it's the survival kit on the other grid that's producing stuff, annoyingly. I would really like to be able to sort what you're seeing like by grid, like you can with the everything else. It's just really annoying that these guys. It's actually going to be the survival kits. Alright, so. Well, while I'm here, I can do it in here, it's fine. I need shuttle assemblers. I need you to crank out, actually go to the other assembler. Have you crank out like 100 of those and 200 of those. And that should allow us to pull what we need. don't think we have any other parts on us. No. So now we have to drop down here. I have to go back inside. Actually, before we do that, let's do that. Oh. That way we can pull whatever parts we do have out. Looks like we were able to pull everything except for the construction components that we're still waiting on. And let's see. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to it from... Nope. I can get to that one though. All right. No, I'm not gonna be able to get to that. Let's grab a few more plates, or a few more pieces of glass rather. And that. We'll swing up here for a second. Yeah, once I get it pressurized again, we'll be fine. It's just I need to get this one done. And then there's a block down here that we need to get to weld up. Somewhere in there. You. No, you're actually inside the envelope. All right, so we are airtight. Okay, perfect. Production. For the other. There. All right, give me construction components, damn it. Hey Jeremy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hard Survive Suits by Stannis. Close to what you want. Nice. Yeah, I like a lot of the suit mods. The ones that there was one series. I don't know if they were the ones done by Stannis or not. There used to be a set of suits that had different capabilities. Like there was a miner suit that had increased cargo capacity for ore. There was one that was, how was it set up? Like there was a light suit that had like less armor but higher top speeds, and then there was one that had more armor and lower speed. One that had like increased increased oxygen and hydrogen. So instead of having the 100 units, it had like 200 units. You know, that kind of stuff. Those were really cool mods back in the day. Is everything welded? Yes. I need that. That. Let's go ahead and get those in here. Basically, we're just trying to get this set up so that we can get the last little bit of stuff. Do I have any? No. Okay. But because this is pressurized now, what we can do is I need to go grab interior plates. There we go. And I need to get these, well, this kind of stuff welded up first. So basically what I want to do is get all of these blocks welded up, and then we'll put the apple farm in so that it's pointing backwards. Should be good. What's that thing called? Composter. Incomplete. Turn you off. And actually, before we turn conveyor off as well, because we don't want it pulling everything out of the system. Wow, we actually had the parts for everything else. Okay, well, that was convenient. Is that the S-suits? Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate Sectan stopped modding Space Engineers. I know he was doing his own thing for a while. I don't know if you saw it. Sectan actually did like a VR mod. Basically made remade Space Engineers in VR. It was crazy. But I think they ran in, I remember them saying something about running into problems with it, like because of the way that the King was making changes. It was causing problems. Apple farm. Still plate for that figures. You. We want to add you. There you go. There we go. We now have a small farm area. And then just in case it takes a hit, we actually have a full-on airlock hatch there. Okay. Okay, so that gets us... I think that gets us pretty much where we want to be at this point. 10. Go ahead and drop this stuff off over here. Oh, the yeah, we need to change that. Okay, so open that up for a second. That does mean we're going to need... Damn. Actually... Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then we want conveyor. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to take that block out, put a conveyor block in, and then put the algae in. Do everything for the conveyor. Construction components, construction components. Huh. Son of a... Come here. Where are you at? I need to turn those damn things off. I really wish you could turn off the survival kit for priority for production. I guess as long as I'm able to pull the stuff off of here, that's all that matters, right? Yeah. Alright. I know, right? YouTube making changes constantly. Alright, so it looks like the back-end network changes I've done on my side have made the sorry about that, have made the stream a little bit more stable. So I think it might be. There you go. I think that the music streamer that I was using, the audio system, might be what was causing that problem then. Alright, so we'll drop you in. Or at least adding to the problem, not necessarily the root cause of the problem. Oh, which way do I want to go? I'm really tempted with that in both ways. I think we'll go that way with it.
Energy low.
Well, see, the thing is that even if it's not piped in, it'll still pull for it'll still try to pull for production. All right, so we now have a full food production system on board. Okay, so I'm thinking then, so those solar panels are going to be 4 blocks. They're 4x2. So if I run a connection piece off of either the front or the back ridge line, that should work. Right, so what I'm thinking here then is we do something like everything's charged. Just give me one of those, thank you. That way we can get our food and everything up and running. Oh, I'm not even going to access it from there. Basically, the only reason we have a hatch that goes up there is so I can get up there to do repairs if I need to. Everything's going to be done through here, through the network access. Makes things much easier to deal with. All right. Okay, and so what I'm thinking here then is on, say, like this side. Grid will split if I take one of those, huh? Alright, so if the grid's going to split, let's go grab the beam blocks. I want that one. I want you. You're going to go to there, I think. Right. And then what we can do from here is we say do I want to do that, or do I want to do that? I think I want to do that. And that'll be where we attach the array for the solar farm, or for the solar cells. And we'll do the same on the other side. So you'll end up with there it is. End up with that. To that. There we go. To there. And so we'll eventually have it duplicate it. But that should give us the clearances that we need. And basically we'll have this block here welded to the backside of this block. Hell, I could probably get away with even doing something like that. So if I take you out, come on, yeah, it'll split. It's probably going to be that splits off. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we'll make it work. That's fine. Alright. Screw it. Alright, and then that means we can start pulling some of this other stuff off of the station. Like, I need to grind all of that down still. As you can tell, I've pretty much ground down all of the rest of the assemblers that were over here. You guys, I think, have ice or something in them, don't you? No, you're empty. Okay. Are you empty? You're empty as well. Okay, that makes it easy. So we can basically grind most of this down. We'll pull those little modules off, because I think we're going to use those somewhere down here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe have a line of them behind us. I mean, it's nice to have them because they've got batteries on them. But I mean, we could also just have them be like droppable points, like decoy targets or decoy defense positions. Alright, so next thing up, we need to get, go ahead and get all that reloaded. We need to get a connector on here so that we can get this thing hooked in, which I think we're actually going to do there. I think that would work really well, actually. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, we definitely have the connector there, but I don't want to have to relocate the ship yet. Yeah, it's probably going to be where it makes the most sense. It's right here. Alright. Okay, so we've got two of these on either side, right? So that's 1, 2, 3. Is that 4? Okay, so we've got 2 of you, 2 of you, and 4 of you, and that should be the full. Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and get parts to weld this stuff up. I know I don't have to come down here. I could have done this off the back of there, but hey, you know, construction components, huh? Okay. And I want the you. Nope, way too many. 1,000 of those will be good. I need to move the iron over from the other station too. But that should give us most of what we need. And that one, and that one. Okay. And we're just waiting for those components, which should hopefully finish before we run out of oxygen. What? Well, so it is pulling them, it's just not pulling them as necessarily as fast as I would like, which is fun. Because the other thing that we're going to have to deal with is getting the second half of all of this, because I've got an area over here, I think it is. An area on one side that's not welded up. I don't remember which. Oh, there it is. So we're going to need to get this welded in as well, so that we can make sure basically we have full access to everything, just in case something goes absolutely positively wrong at some point. So we'll see how this all goes. Alright, so have I looked at the H2 thruster mod? Which one? There's a couple of them. Is there one specifically you're talking about? You're talking about the one that rebalances them? Because I know there's one that basically makes them ridiculously. Well, there's one that goes both ways. One that says ridiculous fuel consumption, and one that streamlines the fuel consumption. It gives you a better balance on the. I don't think I can get into that one. Right? It's this one. Yeah. Crap. Okay. We need to go up top and go hit this one really quick. But there's a couple of them I've been looking at. Production. I want shuttle assembler. Okay, shuttle assembler 2. Oh, you're missing just the nickel. Well, crud. Okay, let's see what we have for scrap being processed. Alright, that means we have to go do a quick search for motors. You might have motors. No, but you do. Alright, so that's all feeding this side, so that's not feeding anything that I need to worry about. Okay. The one that you, the one you linked, yeah. I took a look at it. I honestly don't remember what I was thinking about it on at this point. I'll have to go back and look at it again. So sorry about that. And what was the deal with Clang with the grids? That's a great question. I had never figured it out. The far as I can tell is that it was because there was debris where the station had been when it was actually a station. And so it was basically saying there's a station here, but there was no station there. So basically, you know how Space Engineer sometimes loses track of voxels? I think that's what happened. Is basically there was a grid collision on an invisible grid. So rather annoying, but that's Space Engineers for you. Hey Benyon, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so okay. But yeah, that was basically the only thing I could figure out, is that it was a miscellaneous grid collision error, and it was just kind of exacerbated by all of the different things I had going on with like rotors and such. So, but yeah. We will probably never know exactly what was causing that problem, unfortunately. So all of that is done. That means we can now have just enough power. So what we're going to do is we're going to come out of here really quick. We're going to make this our actual connector. Control panel. And I have no clue what we're going to call this thing. I'm just calling it a shuttle for now. If anybody's got names, some name suggestions, let me know. Doesn't mean I'm going to use it, but, you know. And I'll tell you right now, Bodie McBoatface and things equivalent aren't going to get used. Alright, so it's probably going to be that one. I'm going to have you do such lock. I need to find the connectors. Yeah. Okay, I know which one I'm taking out. The rest of these I'm not worried about. Okay, so you're going to be that. And I need thrusters. Make sure all my thrusters are grouped properly. Looks like it. Okay. Alright, so groups. That's all of those. All right. So if we do that, all of this to move this whole thing, what, 15 blocks or something like that? Pile of ship. That actually might not be a bad name. Oh, man. All right. That's pretty good. I like that one. Alright, so now we can actually move everything that's still over on the station into our ship. So we are going to do local. And so since we have the 2 cargo containers, we have a lot of storage. Right? So we're going to move all of our ingots and crafting materials down there, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. We can do that. It's fun. And most importantly, this means that things like the ice can transfer over while we're sitting here, so we can actually refill our tanks. Yeah, maybe the omelet. Can't make a ship without breaking some eggs. All right, so let's hide empties. This is local. That's controlled seat. All right, so I'm gonna have to go over and manually pull that stuff. Oh, I can pull that out. Oh wait, never mind. That's something else. We can pull that. And I think we have Gatling turrets on board. We're going to pull all the extra ammo that we can. All of our hydrogen tanks on board. This thing have an extra bottle in them, which is not a bad idea. We have to go pull the stuff out of the lockers, obviously. And this comes down here, that comes back up there. also come down here. Okay. We'll probably break most of these down. Actually. Let's go ahead and start moving this stuff over. It's kind of weird a bit about being able to potentially get off of this rock. Well, off the station at least. Oh, we can. Okay. All of our O2 generators are good. I need to go pull those out. Go ahead and pull that out. This is just relocating it because even though it's already on board. There you go. Survival kit, that's over on the other one. That's on this one. I want you guys over here. You're going there. Okay, I think that's everything then. Other than the herbs. Yeah, I think that's everything. So the only thing I don't have is the soybeans then. Okay. And then so we just basically need to move into a position where we can get the rest of the ice out of whatever container has them. Which I think it's the containers over here. So I should be able, maybe? No. Those are broken. All right, so let's go this way. And let's see. So the question is do I want to, I think I'm going to grind all of that down. Yeah, I think we're going to have to grind that down. Like basically just grind down as much of the station as possible. So basically what we're running into is some of the stuff I want to get is in here. And so the only way for me to really get that is to pipe it all together, but I don't want to spend the money on that, or the resources on it rather. Yeah, because that's a lot of ice. I'd really like to hold on to that if I can. Rod of oxygen again? Crap, come on. Quick. Alright, so we should be able to now drop these into almost any O2 container, yeah? Alright. I will... that's one. Drop that over there. Wait to come in here to get most of the supplies anyway. Let's grab... I think we'll leave some of this stuff here. For now, at least. Let's grab that. And grab all of that. Do we have anything left over here? We've got algae meat and sparkling water. I think we can grab most of that. Let's grab that. Grab that. Alright, and that keeps us, or that gets us mostly sorted, I think, at this point. Alright, let's recharge our health really quick. Alright. And I think what I'll do is actually leave what we have here. And we'll just leave the station. And so that way, basically, if something happens and this ship gets destroyed, I want to have a place that I can come back to if necessary. Which means we'll probably just go ahead and leave these guys. So that'll keep this thing running. Which means we'll leave those. We have an assembler on board. So really at this point... is there any ice still over here? No, okay. So at this point then, yeah, I guess we could just leave most of this ice here then. That way if something happens, we can always come back. Actually. Let's go ahead and delete all of these. And what we're going to do is we're going to set up a GPS here. We're going to call that Old Home Station. That way we know exactly what it is. But I think that's pretty much it for this place, other than pulling some of the batteries off. So if I grind that down, we can pull those two batteries. Because this ship really does not need a lot of batteries. We can pull most of these, I think. Did we say that there are batteries over here that we wanted? I don't remember. I know there was batteries somewhere that we were talking about pulling off besides those two. They were here. I don't remember where they were. So they're not there. So if they were anywhere, yeah, I guess they were over here, huh? So those will have to come out. And we'll leave the ones on this side. I'll check something really quick. So that's sealed off, that's sealed off. Your cargo. And you're our growing station, so yeah, I'll leave a little bit of material over here for this stuff to grow. So that if we do need to come back, we'll have some things ready. But I do think that we're about done with the station. Okay. So the only thing that we really need at this point then is a jump drive on the other ship. Which, I don't know if we'll be able to do or not. Let me see. How much gold is that? Large block. Gold is 2,200. I don't think we have... Oh, no, we do. Wow. Okay. I was completely mistaken then. All right. I didn't realize we had ground down that much stuff. Of course, we did do a ridiculous number of reactors and thruster components. So. What is... the gravity components probably... you know what? Might have been those. Because we had a bunch of field emitter scrap. I didn't realize we had that many. Because this station did have a shield on it. It actually had 2 shield generators on it at one point. I'm guessing we ground that down, and then superconductors. Alright. So the question comes down, do we want to... Actually, is the shield on there? No, the shield generator doesn't show up in here. Alright, well... we'll have to set one up. Alright, anyway. I think that is... that ship. Alright, so now that means we can take this apart. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get this stuff over here really quick. Alright, so drop that off in there, drop the organic off. There we go. We can drop that stuff in there. It would be nice to be able to drag that along, but here's what it is. Okay, so this O2 generator. So this is the one that we can actually drop stuff into and out of. Let's grab plates. And you're gonna be there. There we go. And you're organic. Will you quit pulling? Alright. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for us. Airlock door closing script or timer. For the ship that we're on, we don't need one. For the station, I'm not overly concerned about it. There's enough doors there to be annoying, so maybe, but meh. Like I said, at this point, that station really is just a place for us to come back to if we ever need, you know, somewhere to hide. Ugh. There you go. I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's nice to have, but it's definitely, at this point, it really is just parts for us. So I think we just need to get the batteries over here. I need to figure out where I'm going to put those things too. Come to think of it, I have no clue where I want them. Let's go take a look really quick. We need to figure out a place to put the batteries. Because originally I had been thinking to mount them in here. But what I may do is, if we're doing 2x2, we could actually put them here on either side. to see you have an O2 generator on board. Yes, yes, okay. Of course, I can't do anything with it, but that's okay. As long as there's an O2 generator, that's all that really matters. All right, so let's go here to here. How do I want to do this? I need to put a landing gear on this thing to use it for grappling. Maybe I'll put it up. No. Yeah, I don't know where I want to put the damn thing. I mean, I could put it on the side. I'm guessing I'm going to have to put it off on the side of the... yeah, I'm going to have to put it on the side probably. Which is fine. Alright. Because you were landing there before. Alright, so if we then hop out of here for a second. Let's go... I mean, I guess I could do the magnetic plate. It's actually cheaper. So if we do that, let's go here. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's do that. And we'll just have to set that up in the control panel, which is fine. All right. Hey Thomas, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. No worries. Yeah, Jeremy, that was we were able to recapture the tanks. So that we were able to repurpose them. Alright, so let's get over yonder. Oh, hello. And I want to find... So we've got a bunch of batteries we need to move. So let's go ahead and get some of the battery moving done. Which, funny enough, means I actually have to bring the grinder back out. Oh. All right. So we're going to have those slot in back there, so... I need the weld pads. Okay, so we're going to do doing one there would be awesome. But I think what we're going to end up with is one there and one there. Which, funny enough, I think were the same amount of parts. Alright. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cut this block out. Actually, we'll mark it so we can see it. So we're going to cut that block out, which will free those two. And then we're going to have to cut this block, and this block. And probably that block. To cut those free. And that'll give us 4 batteries that we'll be putting over there. And what we'll do is we'll attach, once we have it set up on here where we've got a hold of this, we'll weld on the weld pad for wherever we're going to attach it up there. Speaking of, let's get these up and running. And then that'll give us a little bit more power. When am I looking to release it? Honestly, the base scenario is pretty much ready to go. Like I said, it's just getting the suit mod working, where it doesn't force you to completely remove or change the configuration of the game. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So, if anybody knows, let me know. There it is. And then we want magnetic, there it is. We want you guys to switch lock. And that is the magnetic, is it? I'm going to turn off the auto lock for that. All right. And so what we're going to try and do, let me see, what makes the most sense? So if we go this way, close are we? All right. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here. You were asking about the scenario when it's going to be released. Yeah, like I said, it's going to just come down to how long does it take for me to get that suit's work figured out. For those who want to take on the idea of the challenge, I can tell you how to do it. It's not actually that difficult. It's just annoying if you're used to not having to make changes to your config files. Alright. So if we're doing that, so we're going to do weld pad there. Love this mod. What do I need? The construction component. Alright. Man. You want to talk about a mod that just makes space engineers feel like space engineers. This is so something that needs to be part of the base game. I mean, seriously. Alright. I mean, if there was ever something that was... Alright, how close are we? Look at that. Hey, weld pad successful. I mean, seriously. How much is that not engineering? I mean, come on. Alright, so now we need to get rid of a couple of blocks over here, and then we'll be able to get the next set of batteries in, and that'll probably do it for our salvage operations. Alright, I come over this way. I guess we can take that too. It's an air vent. It's got points on it that we can use. All right. Alright, and we're going to basically do the same thing we did before, which is going to be, we're going to flip ourselves around, get ourselves positioned, and hopefully not smack this thing into deep space like, you know, Babe Ruth on a baseball. Oh. And I don't want to get too far in there. It looks like we're pretty squared up, right? Let's bring that down just a touch. Looks like we're locked, which means we come over here. We're going to convert these to a station really quick. And let's hope that it doesn't smack me out of the, or convert to a ship rather. There you go. Alright, so with that grabbed, how did we do the other blocks? We did... Yeah, that's fine. Not that it really matters. Alright, so let's go that way. Alright, so we're gonna rotate this around. See if we can get ourselves squared up. And we're gonna do once more. I mean, could you imagine doing this in multiplayer where you've got, you know, somebody basically guiding you in? And that looks like a little wobbly here. It's okay. Alright, so I see it's looking pretty close. Alright, so let's get our weld pad on there. Actually got too close. Did I get too close? Oh no, I need construction components. Okay. So we're gonna have to grab parts for one of these, which we can grab from there. And we're gonna go ahead and put weld pad there. I love these things, man. So nice. Alright, so we need to back up a little bit. Relative. Alright. We'll back up just a little bit more. So we need to bring you around. There it is. We've just added 4 batteries to the ship. Okay. That, I think, is enough stress-inducing upset stomach for the day. Oh, man. All right. So I think we're going to go ahead and call that one here. Looks like the network connection stayed a hell of a lot more stable than it was yesterday. So we're going to call it. We're going to chalk that up to a win today. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you. If you have any questions, feel free to always let me know. You can get a hold of me here on YouTube, or if you're over on Twitter, you can find me over there as well. We do have a Discord. I unfortunately am not as active as I should be over there. I find that I have been getting more and more distracted by real life. But I do try to make an appearance every once in a while. So anyway, I am going to get out of here. I'm going to thank you all for stopping in. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you. And we will be back with the Leaky 02 series next Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And we will be back tomorrow with the Red Ship start, also at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. If I see you tomorrow, fantastic. If I don't, I hope you have a fabulous week, and we'll see you back here next time. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.